So, my name's Samuel Godfrey, and during this past semester, I interned with JMU men's soccer. So, working with JMU men's soccer, I got the chance to dabble in a lot of different tasks, a lot of different assignments, and really just kind of, you know, gain a lot of valuable experience and skills and a lot of things that I hope to translate to my future career. So, one of those first skills I got the chance to really work on and really learn more so is how to work with different kinds of software. So while I didn't necessarily master any type of software, I got the chance to really learn how different softwares work, how they're used, and really just kind of how to work through them, how to problem solve, and even at just a very basic level. So examples, some of the softwares I got the chance to use were ARM's recruiting software. I didn't get to do a whole lot with that, but I did have to work through um, going through all of our past players, work in trying to input any player that wasn't in that our former player database into that database on ARMS. Additionally, I got the chance to work with Instat software, which is it's like a soccer. You upload videos, it gives stats. It's a very complex software. So I got the chance to use that to help pull videos from the previous season and save them and go through them. And then finally, Excel. Excel is such an important piece of software to use for anything from for business, and for what I got to use it for pretty heavily was with keeping track of stats. So using Excel especially was extremely important because while I've used Excel before, I know a lot of the tricks. It gave me a chance to kind of work through those, kind of like problem solve how to make stuff easier for me, how to make filling out the information more efficient, and that was a really important thing to learn. So the second skill that I got a second skill that I got a chance to really learn about was just kind of how to work within it as part of a team. Um, And I know that that sounds weird because, in many of my classes during school and in many assignments, even in previous work experiences, working in a team is kind of like a very normal thing. But what I mean for this is just kind of learn how you fit within the team, like what your role is, what you need to do, and doing it without having to be told. Um, because when you're working at a very equal level for everyone, there is kind of a sense of, hey, I need to do this, I need you to do that. But working with men's soccer, my role was as an intern and learning how to work through that so that I wasn't having to constantly ask, hey, what can I do? What do I need to do? And, that's a very important thing that takes time when you first start a new position with a new company. But it's something that, if you start to understand, okay, this is how my role works, like being able to look at what you're doing and how that fits into what the organization and what the company you work for is doing. That's extremely important to do. Um, so, and just to kind of lean away from skills learning, kind of mention mention the site. So it's a really wonderful experience if you're interested in working for a collegiate athletic team. Um, there's a lot of really unique experiences that you can learn from it, and a lot of cool things that that very few other internship agencies can really teach you or at least show you how they work. Um, so if you are interested, so for anyone who is particularly interested in collegiate athletics from the actual athletic teams, it's an extremely valuable experience. Um, so, and if you're willing to, work, that's another huge thing that you're gonna learn is that you're gonna have to work without being told what to do. You're gonna have to learn how to do these things without being specifically told, hey, I need you to do this or I need you to do that. That's an extremely valuable role, an extremely important skill to learn that I learned specifically from this experience. So overall, wonderful experience. Had a really great time working with Jamie Men's Soccer, and I'm excited for what it will help me get to in the future.